in the past, I had about a dozen PCB suppliers that I was using prior to engaging with MCL. So you could imagine having multiple suppliers, the issues with each were different. Some suppliers we would have, repeat quality issues, which are the worst, the most painful for a contract manufacturer. Random, inconsistent quality issues, late deliveries, huge fluctuations in price. So those were some of the issues that we used to have to face on a routine basis that, working with MCL, you guys have a pretty good handle on your suppliers and the process steps. And with the dedicated customer service person working directly with us, that really helps with the communication flow. One of the advantages for me as a contract manufacturer is feeling comfortable working with your technical resources to interface directly with my customers to resolve or correct design issues up front, as opposed to finding out about them during assembly. MCL's commitment to on-time delivery is very high and very good and very consistent. It's important to us because we are a lean manufacturer. We practice lean principles to the nth degree, and we plan production tightly around acknowledged delivery dates. So it's critical to us that the board show up when they were committed to show up, and very, very high percentage, 99.9% of the time, the boards do show up when they're committed. When they're going to be delayed, MCL does a really good job of communicating that to us the second they know there's going to be a delay, which is huge to us. That gives us the ability to pivot and adjust our production schedule and pull something in and push something out. Other suppliers in the past, the boards would just not show up, and I would be standing there with an entire production line that took 6 to 8 hours to set up, not able to run. So now it's costing me a lot of money per hour while I'm trying to figure out why the boards didn't show up. Where I think MCL distinguishes themselves is in their customer service. A PCB is a commodity. There's a lot of people that make them. You guys have really solid suppliers, solid processes. The quality of the product is much higher and more consistent than suppliers I've dealt with in the past. And I've purchased from and interfaced and audited more than 50 PCB suppliers in my career, actually physically in the plants auditing them. In 30 years is the best I've seen, bar none. And that's why I've stayed so committed to MCL.